Hello and welcome. The goal of this video is to help you practice your English listening. And if you want, you can also practice shadowing. That means you listen and then repeat along with me. You can pause the video after each sentence and try to copy my voice. Today's story is about Emma, a young woman who starts her very first job at an international company. She has been preparing for this moment for months, but when her first day finally arrives, she feels both excited and terrified. What challenges will she face in her new workplace? Will she make a good impression, or will there be embarrassing mistakes waiting for her? And most importantly, what will she learn about herself and working with people from different cultures? If you want to know what happened, just listen to this story. Are you ready? Let's go. My name is Emma, and today I want to tell you about the most important day of my working life. I am standing in front of my bedroom mirror, wearing my new business suit. Today is my first day at Global Tech Solutions, an international company where people from many different countries work together. I have been dreaming about this job for months. I studied business at university, and I always wanted to work for a company that does business around the world. When I got the phone call saying I got the job, I was so happy I almost cried. But now that the day is here, I feel nervous and excited at the same time. My hands are shaking as I check my appearance one more time. I wake up extra early this morning because I don't want to be late. I eat a quick breakfast, but I'm too nervous to eat much. I check my bag 3 times to make sure I have everything I need. My notebook, my pen, my business cards, and the folder with all my important documents. I take a deep breath and call a taxi to take me to the office. During the taxi ride, I look out the window at the city waking up. Other people are going to work too, but this feels different for me. This is not just any job. This is my first real job, and it's at a company I really admire. The taxi driver notices I look nervous and says, "First day at work?" When I nod, he smiles and says, "Don't worry, you'll do great." The office building is much bigger than I expected. It's a modern glass building with 25 floors, and my company is on the 18th floor. I take the elevator up, and my heart beats faster with each floor. When the elevator doors open, I see a beautiful office with people working at their desks, talking on phones, and walking around with confident smiles. I walk to the reception desk, where a friendly woman greets me. "Good morning. You must be Emma, our new marketing assistant," she says with a warm smile. "Yes, that's me," I answer, trying to sound more confident than I feel. "Welcome to Global Tech. I'm Sarah, the receptionist. Let me call your manager, Mr. Chen, to come and meet you." While I wait, I look around the office. Everything looks so professional and modern. There are people from different countries working together, speaking English, but I can hear other languages too. Some people look Asian, others look European, and some look like they're from South America. This is exactly the kind of international environment I wanted to work in. Mr. Chen arrives and introduces himself. He's a kind man from Taiwan who speaks excellent English. "Welcome to our team, Emma. I'm so glad you're here. Are you ready for your first day?" I nod eagerly. He shows me around the office, introducing me to different departments: marketing, sales, customer service, and IT. Everyone seems busy but friendly. He takes me to my desk, which is in the marketing department. "This is where you'll be working," he says. "Your computer is ready, and here are your login details." Your first task today is to help prepare a presentation for our clients from Germany. They're visiting next week, and we want to show them our new products. I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. Everything looks complicated, but I'm determined to do well. My colleague Lisa, who sits next to me, notices that I look confused. "Don't worry," she says with a laugh. "Everyone feels lost on their first day. I felt the same way when I started here 6 months ago. Would you like me to show you how our system works?" Lisa is from Australia, and she's very helpful. She shows me how to use the company software, where to find important files, and how to access our client information. She also tells me about the company culture. "We have people from 15 different countries working here," she says. "It's amazing how much you can learn about different cultures just by working together." Around lunchtime, Lisa invites me to join her and some other colleagues for lunch in the company cafeteria. I meet James from Canada, Priya from India, and Miguel from Mexico. They all speak English but with different accents. At first, I find it a little difficult to understand everyone, but I quickly get used to it. During lunch, they tell me funny stories about their first days at work. James says he got lost in the building for an hour because he took the wrong elevator. Priya tells us about how she accidentally sent an email to the wrong client and had to apologize for the confusion. Miguel laughs about the time he showed up for a meeting on the wrong day. "Everyone has made mistakes," they assure me. After lunch, Mr. Chen gives me my first real assignment. I need to research information about German business culture for the presentation. He wants me to find out about German meeting styles, communication preferences, and business etiquette. This is important because we want to make a good impression on our German clients. I spend the afternoon researching and taking notes. I learn that Germans prefer direct communication, they value punctuality very much, and they like detailed presentations with lots of facts and figures. I also discover that German business people usually shake hands when they meet, and they use formal titles like Mr. and Ms. until they're invited to use first names. As I work on my research, I start to feel more confident. This is exactly the kind of work I love doing. Learning about different cultures and helping my company communicate better with international clients. I realize that my nervousness from this morning is disappearing, and I'm starting to enjoy myself. Near the end of the day, Mr. Chen comes to check on my progress. I show him my research, and he looks very pleased. "This is excellent work, Emma," he says. "You found exactly the information we need for our presentation. I can see you're going to be a valuable member of our team." I feel proud and happy when he says this. All my worrying was unnecessary. I can do this job, and I can do it well. As I pack up my things to go home, Lisa says, "So how was your first day?" "Much better than I expected," I tell her honestly. She smiles and says, "I knew you'd do great. See you tomorrow." On my way home, I think about everything that happened today. I met people from different countries, learned about German business culture, and completed my first assignment successfully. I also realized that my colleagues are friendly and helpful, and they're all willing to share their knowledge and experience. When I get home, I call my parents to tell them about my day. They're so excited to hear about my new job and my international colleagues. My mother says she's proud of me for being brave enough to work in such a challenging environment. My father says he can't wait to hear about all the things I'll learn about different cultures. Before I go to sleep, I write in my journal about my first day. Today I learned that starting a new job isn't as scary as I thought. Yes, I felt nervous, but everyone was understanding and helpful. I also learned that working with people from different countries is not a problem. It's an opportunity. Every person brings something unique to the team. I'm excited about tomorrow and all the new challenges it will bring. I want to learn more about international business, improve my presentation skills, and maybe even learn some words in other languages from my colleagues. This job is going to be more than just work. It's going to be an adventure in learning about the world. Emma's story teaches us several important lessons about starting a new job. First, it's completely normal to feel nervous on your first day at work, especially when it's your first real job. But feeling nervous doesn't mean you can't succeed. Emma felt scared, but she didn't let that stop her from doing her best. Second, preparation and a positive attitude are very important. Emma prepared by dressing professionally, arriving early, and bringing everything she needed. She also kept an open mind and was willing to learn from her colleagues. When we approach new situations with curiosity instead of fear, we often discover that they're not as difficult as we imagined. Third, colleagues are usually more helpful than we expect. Lisa, James, Priya, and Miguel all took time to help Emma feel welcome and share their experiences. In most workplaces, people understand what it's like to be new, and they're happy to help newcomers succeed. Fourth, making mistakes is part of learning. Emma's colleagues shared stories about their own first-day mistakes, which helped her realize that everyone goes through the same experience. When we accept that mistakes are normal, we feel less pressure and can focus on learning and improving. Most importantly, Emma's story shows us that diverse workplaces offer amazing opportunities to learn about different cultures and perspectives. Instead of seeing cultural differences as challenges, Emma learned to see them as chances to grow and become more knowledgeable about the world. Now let me share some important workplace vocabulary and phrases from Emma's story that you can use in your own professional life. These words and expressions will help you feel more confident in English-speaking work environments. First, let's look at office vocabulary. Reception desk is where visitors first arrive and get information. Marketing department is the team that promotes products and services. Business suit refers to formal, professional clothing. Login details are your username and password for computer systems. Presentation is a formal talk given to clients or colleagues about business topics. Next, here are some useful workplace phrases. Good morning, you must be. Emma is a polite way to greet someone you're expecting to meet. Welcome to our team is what managers often say to new employees. Are you ready for your first day? Is a friendly question to check if someone feels prepared. Don't worry, everyone feels lost on their first day is a comforting thing to say to nervous new colleagues. Here are some professional expressions that will help you communicate better at work. Would you like me to show you how our system works is a polite offer to help someone learn. This is excellent work, is praise for good performance. You're going to be a valuable member of our team, is a compliment about someone's potential contribution. How was your first day is a caring question colleagues often ask newcomers. Let's practice these workplace phrases together. Repeat after me. Welcome to our team. Are you ready for your first day? Don't worry, everyone feels lost on their first day. This is excellent work. How was your first day? Great job. These phrases will help you communicate professionally and kindly with colleagues. Now I want you to think about Emma's experience and consider your own work situations. Have you ever started a new job? If yes, how did you feel on your first day? What challenges did you face and how did you overcome them? If you haven't started working yet, What kind of workplace would you like to join? Would you enjoy working with people from different countries like Emma did? What do you think Emma will do tomorrow at work? Will she continue working on the German client presentation? Or will Mr. Chen give her new projects? How do you think her relationship with her international colleagues will develop over time? What new skills might she learn in her first week? If you were Emma's colleague, how would you help a new person feel welcome? What advice would you give to someone starting their first job at an international company? These questions help us think about how we can create positive work environments for everyone. Remember, learning English for professional purposes is like Emma's journey at Global Tech. Sometimes you feel confident, sometimes you feel uncertain, but every conversation and every new word takes you closer to your career goals. Just like Emma prepared for her job by studying business, you can prepare for your professional future by practicing English every day. Every time you listen to workplace stories like this one, every time you practice professional vocabulary, every time you try to speak English in work situations, you're building valuable skills. Don't worry if you make mistakes or if your accent isn't perfect. Even Emma's colleagues from different countries had different accents, but they all communicated successfully. Thank you for joining Emma on her workplace adventure today. I hope her story encouraged you and helped you learn useful professional English vocabulary and phrases. You can watch this video as many times as you want. Each time you practice shadowing, you'll improve your pronunciation and professional communication skills. If this video helped you learn something new about workplace English, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other English learners who want to improve their professional skills. Don't forget to subscribe for more workplace stories and English practice videos. Before we finish, remember this encouraging message. Every successful professional was once a nervous beginner. Emma felt scared about her first day at an international company, but she became a confident team member by the end of just one day. You might feel nervous about using English in professional situations now, but with practice and patience, you'll become confident too. Keep practicing your English, stay curious about different cultures, and remember that your professional English learning journey is an adventure too. Every new word you learn, every conversation you have, and every mistake you make brings you closer to your career dreams. See you in the next video, and happy learning!